You know, every single thing you do, and I mean everything, from breathing to dreaming to even understanding the sound of my voice right now, it's all controlled by one single incredible master network. So today, we're going to take a tour of that command center. We're going inside your nervous system.
I mean, really think about that for a second. What is it that lets you process these words, feel the chair you're sitting on, and conjure up entire worlds while you sleep? It's all run by this one amazing, interconnected system.
All right, so here's our roadmap for the tour. We're going to start with a big picture, the whole network. Then we'll see how it splits up as work. We'll look at all the stuff your body does on autopilot, and then we dive deep into the brain itself. We'll map the outside and then explore the secrets at its core.
Okay, so how does a network this massive even organize itself? Well, it all starts with a really clever split. Two main divisions that are constantly talking to each other.
So the whole thing is basically split in two. First, you've got the central nervous system, or the CNS for short. Just think of this as the main headquarters, the brain and the spinal cord. And then you've got the peripheral nervous system, the PNS. This is the gigantic network of communication lines, like millions of tiny cables branching out from HQ to connect with every single part of your body. So you've got the command center, and you've got the messengers. Let's take a closer look at what they're actually doing, what kind of information they're zipping back and forth all the time. Okay, here's the breakdown. The CNS, that's the brain trust. It's where all the big decisions are made. The PNS, that's the information highway, carrying all the signals to and from that command center. And this highway, it's got two main lanes. There's the somatic system, that's for all your voluntary stuff, like deciding to get up and walk. And then there's the autonomic system, which handles everything on autopilot, things you never have to think about, like your breathing or your heartbeat.
So how does that autopilot system even work? I mean, it's this constant, delicate balancing act that's happening entirely in the background 24/7 without you ever having to lift a finger. It's pretty incredible.
Well, this system is split into two forces that basically work against each other. On one side, you've got the sympathetic division. You probably know it as fight or flight. This is what kicks into gear when you're stressed or scared. Your heart starts racing, your pupils get wider, you're ready for action. And its total opposite is the parasympathetic division, rest and digest. This is your chill-out mode. It slows the heart rate back down and gets to work on things like digestion. It's what helps you recover and save up energy.
All right, we've seen the network. Now it's time to enter the headquarters itself, the brain. Our tour is going to start on the surface with the four major regions of what's called the cerebral cortex.
This map here gives us a great overview of the four key territories. You can think of the brain's cortex kind of like a continent that's divided into different countries, and each one has its own special job to do. So let's meet these key players.
Okay, first up, right at the front, we have the frontal lobe. This is the brain's CEO, the conductor. It handles all the high-level stuff, planning, problem-solving, personality, and controlling your impulses. Oh, and it's also the very last part of the brain to fully develop, which might explain a lot about being a teenager.
Right behind that, you'll find the parietal lobe, our analyst. This lobe is all about making sense of the world around you. It's processing sensory info like touch and temperature, but it's also helping with things like language, numbers, and knowing where you are in a room. It's how you can walk around without bumping into everything.
Now, way at the back of the head is the occipital lobe. This one is a super specialist. It's the vision center. Its primary job, pretty much its only job, is to take all the visual information coming from your eyes and make sense of it.
And finally, on the sides, right near your temples, are the temporal lobes. These are the audio hubs. They process everything you hear, of course, but they're also deeply, deeply involved in forming and retrieving your long-term memories. You know how a song can just instantly take you back to a specific moment? Yeah, that's this area at work.
So, we've mapped the surface. Now, let's go even deeper. We're going to peel back that outer layer and reveal the ancient, powerful structures at the core that regulate our survival, our emotions, and our memories.
What we're looking at now is basically the engine room of our consciousness. From an evolutionary point of view, these are the older, more primitive parts of the brain. They handle all the functions that are absolutely essential for keeping us alive.
Let's run through the key players in here by their job descriptions, because it makes so much more sense. The thalamus, that's their relay center. It directs all the sensory data coming in. The hippocampus is our memory architect, absolutely crucial for learning. The amygdala is the emotion center. And yeah, it's a huge player in that fight or flight response we talked about. Back here, the cerebellum is the movement coordinator, making sure you stay balanced and can move smoothly. And finally, this tiny little thing, the pituitary gland, is the master gland, controlling your entire hormonal system.
Whew. And there you have it. We've done it.
We've journeyed from the vast network that spans your entire body, through that constant push and pull of your automatic systems, and we've gone deep into the core structures that build your thoughts, your memories, and your actions.
It's just an absolutely incredible biological machine. This intricate network we just toured is what makes you, well, you. It learns, it adapts, it creates. So I guess the only question left is, knowing what it's capable of, what are you going to build with yours?